A warm welcome, dear students. I'm Dr. Pratyusha, and in this video, let us learn about the fractures of nasal septum. In any facial trauma, it's quite common for the nasal septum to get injured because it is protruding outside. So, various types of injuries and fractures can occur. There could be a blow from the front or from below or from one of the side, and that decides the type of fracture. The septum could buckle upon itself, it could get fractured vertically, horizontally, or in worst cases it could be crushed into multiple pieces also, depending upon the intensity of force. If at all the septum is crushed, then the pieces could overlap or they can project into one of the nasal cavities. With this brief introduction, let us learn in detail about the various types of septal injuries. When I say septal fracture, the bone could get fractured or even the cartilage could undergo some associated fracture, or both of them could be injured. Please remember that we are including the septal cartilages also when we are talking about these injuries. Now please understand this crucial point that the septum is covered by mucosa, and when the septum is fractured, if at all the mucosa undergoes a tear, that would result in profuse bleeding. If at all the mucosa is intact, that leads to the formation of septal hematoma. And we have learned in detail about septal hematoma also, its causes, complications, clinical features and treatment. Now when the septum is smashed or crushed into pieces, a crushing blow from front may cause buckling, twisting and fractures. When the septum is crushed into pieces, a crushing blow can cause it to buckle, twist upon itself. Duplication of the nasal septum with telescoping of its fragments can also occur. These are all various features of a crushed nasal septum. Among the various types of patterns of fracture that can occur, two of them are very important to you. They are named fractures. Let's learn about them. The first among them is called as Jarjaway fracture. What is Jarjaway fracture? It is a horizontal fracture. It results from blow from the front. You have to remember these 2 points for sure. It is a horizontal fracture. And how does it occur? Because of a blow from the front. The second type of fracture is Chevallet fracture. And what you must remember about Chevallet fracture is that it is a vertical fracture. Chevallet is vertical fracture. And how does this occur? It occurs due to a blow from below. Blow from below. This is the basic distinction that you must always remember. Now I shall show you pictures so that you can understand better. Please look at these 2 pictures. What you're seeing in the first picture, if you can appreciate, this is running horizontally. And in the second picture, it's more or less vertical. So can you identify what each of them is? Yes, the first one is Jarjaway fracture and the second one is Chevallet fracture. As I already told you, Chevallet fracture is a vertical fracture. It starts from the anterior nasal spine and it runs upwards till where? Till the junction of bony and cartilaginous part in the dorsum of the nose. I hope you can see that and clearly appreciate in the picture that Chevallet fracture begins from the anterior nasal spine and it runs vertically upwards. Till where does it run? Till the junction between the bony and cartilaginous part on the dorsum of the nose. And what about Jarjaway fracture? Jarjaway fracture, although it does not look exactly horizontal, but relatively compared to Chevallet fracture, it is horizontal. It runs parallel and above the junction of the septal cartilage with warmer. And how does it occur? By a blow from the front. Can you see that in this picture here? It's running parallel and above to the junction of the septal cartilage with warmer. So these are the two most important fractures that you must remember. Now let us look at the treatment of septal fractures. Now the most important part here is early treatment. Early treatment is very crucial and important for nasal septal fractures. Why early treatment is important? Because a hematoma can result. A hematoma might form if you delay the treatment. If at all hematoma has already occurred by the time you see the case, you have to drain the hematoma immediately. And then the dislocated part of the septum or the fractured septum has to be repositioned to its original place, and you have to support that repositioned part between mucoperichondrial flaps and then pack the nose. Put sutures to the repositioned flap and pack the nasal cavity. And if at all there is any other associated fracture of the nasal pyramid along with the septum, that also has to be treated parallelly. So what is the treatment? It is repositioning of dislocated septum. How do you reposition? By supporting it with mucoperichondrial flaps. And then you have to apply sutures and pack the nasal cavity. Is this clear? What are the complications of nasal septal fracture if you leave it untreated? That can result in the deviation of the septum. The cartilaginous part especially tends to get deviated. Asymmetry of the external nose will also occur because the external nose is majorly supported by the septum, and any deviation to the septum will result in external nose deformity. Any asymmetry can occur. The tip can get dislocated and other structures can get deviated. And as you know, it can also result in a septal hematoma. So these are the complications of untreated septal fracture. Hematoma can occur. External nose deformities can also occur. With this, I complete the nasal septal fractures. Let me quickly revise. What you must remember here is, depending upon the direction of force and the amount of force, various types of nasal septal fractures can occur. It can affect the bony part as well as the cartilaginous part. And the two most important things that you must remember are the Jarjaway fracture and Chevallet fracture. Jarjaway, horizontal fracture, and the direction of force is blow from the front. Chevallet is vertical type of fracture, and what is the direction of force? A blow from below. Please remember these two, and if at all a picture is provided, you should be able to identify them. So this is all about nasal septal fractures. Thank you very much.